Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to say that you are all looking fabulous tonight, and I hope none of your food was problematic. As Dr. Nielsen said, my name is Wini Hoerr, and I'm a senior at St. Ambrose Academy. I've been at St. Ambrose since 7th grade for a grand total of 6 years, count them, 6. So I'd say that I know the school pretty well. I'm sure you're all here because you support this school, and that is wonderful. But hopefully they won't drag me off the stage, but I think you do deserve to know about the downsides of going to school at St. Ambrose. First of all, we get homework. Does that seem right to you? I mean, honestly, who cares if the best way to learn something is to do it yourself? It's not like we'll need anything we learn at school in the real world. So, all things considered, it's pretty annoying to have to learn not only the challenging curriculum, but good studying and prioritization skills as well. Since coming to this school, I've had to cut back to only 5 hours talking to my friends online every night. And I have to review before tests. The workload has also seriously cut into my daydreaming time. I can hardly ever afford to think about spaceships and ponies during class, at least if I want to pass them. Oh, and they also want us to engage in all these character building activities. It's bad enough that we have sports. We have cross country, football, boys basketball, and girls basketball. Sometimes we even have soccer. Sports like math, I know, are objectively good. I just want them far away from me. And even when there's no sport going on, there's always some other activity to kill your free time. If they're not broadcasting a radio show live from our school, or sending us to State Street to hand out cupcakes with a pro-life message, or hauling us off to Washington, D.C., then they're encouraging us to participate in the Dead Theologians Society or some retreat like Youth 2000. The worst part is that almost all of that stuff went on during school hours. How do they expect me to nap effectively when they keep dragging me out of class for that kind of thing? And I might as well get this out of the way. Linguam Latinam hic vere discemus. If you didn't understand that, then obviously you haven't learned Latin, that is. If so, you're lucky. I mean, it may be the root of all the Romance languages and teach you a lot about grammar and language itself, but no one actually uses it for anything, except people like scientists, lawyers, Thomistic scholars, doctors, art history majors. Seriously though, that's pretty much it. And the Pope. Also, I'm sorry, but so-called classics like Virgil's Aeneid and Ovid, no thank you. Just because they're the foundation of all of Western literature doesn't mean that I think they're worth reading in the original language, if you don't mind. I would much rather spend my time picking out the perfect outfit, which unfortunately I don't get to do. Our lovely uniforms totally limit my creative genius. It's like they don't want me to be distracted by how fabulously beautiful we all are, and actually work and learn stuff. Oh. Just because we're teenagers, I wish they wouldn't assume that we want to be able to sleep in the mornings. I, for one, would love to be able to get up early and stress about clothes for a couple of hours before school. But apparently, I'm the only one with my priorities straight. St. Ambrose, among other things, taught me the art of irony, which, since I seem to have misplaced my dictionary, I will take the liberty of defining as the art of telling a joke as if it were serious. I hope you are all laughing too much to understand exactly how much I've been praising this school. But if you weren't, then you're no fun. In all seriousness, though, St. Ambrose is probably the best thing that could have happened to me during my high school years. Academically speaking, St. Ambrose challenged me for the first time. Admittedly, I've never been too fond of math, as I mentioned earlier, but last year in calculus, I really had to sweat blood and tears to get an A in that class. Well, not really, just tears. But I've learned that there are some things you really do have to work hard at, and they really are worth it in the end. But I hope that most of you will agree that academics and even work ethic are not the most important things here. I have grown incredibly as a person since I came to St. Ambrose. At my old school, I was painfully shy and unsure what I wanted to do with my life. As Dr. Nielsen told you, I now want to become a diplomat. St. Ambrose gave me a place to blossom, if you will allow me the trite phrase. And I have blossomed most of all in my faith. My parents raised me Catholic, thank you. I've gone to Catholic school since kindergarten. But I was never really taught all of the things I was supposed to believe. Or even more importantly, why I was supposed to believe them. At a time in my life when I was just beginning to make friends with people who had different religions, or no religion at all, it was a priceless gift to me to learn how reasonable my faith is. Without St. Ambrose, my parents probably would have had good reason to wonder about how my faith would stand up to the challenges of being on my own at college. But now they and I know for sure that I love the Roman Catholic Church, and that's not going to change. So I would like to thank you all, my friends, my teachers, all of you who have supported this school, or even just showed interest. Because when I say without St. Ambrose, I really mean without you. Without all of you and all the good that God has brought about through you, neither this school nor I would be what we are today. Thank you.